Let me ask you something. Who are you online? Not your name, not your face, but your identity, your logins, your passwords, your banking access, your digital life. Right now, your identity is scattered across the internet, and here's the truth. You don't own it. Companies do. And behind the scenes, there's a global race happening right now. A race that could be worth hundreds of billions, even trillions, in the future. Welcome back to Behind the Money, where we break down how the biggest systems in the world really make their money. And today, we're talking about the business of identity. Let's start with the money, because once you understand the numbers, you'll understand why everyone is rushing into this space. Right now, the digital identity market is already worth over $50 billion and expected to grow to around $80 billion by 2030. But that's just the beginning. When you zoom into decentralized identity, the numbers get crazy. Some projections show this space exploding to over $100 billion by 2030, and potentially over $600 billion by 2035. Think about that. That's bigger than entire industries today. But here's something most people don't realize. We already have digital identity systems. They're just fragmented. Right now, your identity is being verified through things like your email logins, your social media accounts, your bank credentials, your credit score, your phone number, even your device itself. Every time you log into a website using Google or Apple, that's digital identity. Every time your bank verifies you, that's digital identity. Every time your credit is checked, that's digital identity. Companies like Equifax and TransUnion, they already hold massive pieces of who you are financially. Tech companies track your behavior, banks track your money, governments track your legal identity. But none of it is connected, and that's the problem. And also, the opportunity. Because whoever connects it all together wins. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. This isn't just a tech trend. This is a global movement. Countries are already moving on this. Fast. In Europe, they're building something called a digital identity wallet. The goal, by 2030, 80% of citizens will have a digital ID. That means your ID, your banking access, your medical records, all connected digitally. In places like India, they've already built one of the largest identity systems in the world. Over 1 billion people are registered, using biometric data like fingerprints and eye scans. And that system is already used for banking, government services, payments. China, they're rolling out national digital ID systems, integrated directly into apps, social platforms, and financial systems. Even here in Canada, digital identity frameworks are being built right now to connect healthcare, banking, government services. So this isn't coming, it's already happening. Now, let's talk about the timeline, because this is where things get real. Right now, 2025, we're in the early adoption phase. You still use passwords, you still upload documents, but things are changing fast. By 2027, you'll start seeing more biometric logins. Face ID, fingerprint verification. Device-based identity passwords will slowly start disappearing. By 2030, digital identity wallets could become standard. Instead of carrying driver's license, health card, bank cards, everything sits on your phone now. One tap and you're verified anywhere in the world. And by 2035, this could become the default system globally. No passwords, no manual verification, just instant identity. Now let's talk about impact, because this is where things shift from interesting to life-changing. Imagine this world. You wake up, you don't need passwords anymore. You don't need to remember logins. You don't need to upload documents. You verify yourself instantly, anywhere. Bank account? Done. Travel? Done. Buying property? Done. Fraud drops. Identity theft drops. Everything becomes faster, more secure, more connected. But there's another side to this. Because the same system that gives access can also take it away. If one company, or one system, controls identity, they control who can access money, who can travel, who can use services. That's power, on a global level. And that's why companies are fighting so hard for this. Let's bring it back to the business side. How do they actually make money? First, verification fees. Every time your identity is checked, a company gets paid, even if it's just pennies. At billions of transactions, that becomes billions in revenue. Second, infrastructure. Companies like Amazon Web Services don't need to own identity, they just power it, and every time data moves, they get paid. Third, enterprise contracts. companies like Microsoft and IBM sell identity systems to governments and corporations. Long-term deals, massive contracts, recurring revenue. Fourth, and this is where it gets overlooked, data monetization. Because identity isn't just who you are, it's what you do, where you go, what you buy, how you behave. That data is worth billions. And then you've got disruptors, like Ripple trying to connect identity with money itself, and WorldCoin trying to build a global identity network using biometrics. Now here's the real insight. This isn't just a tech race, it's a control race. Because the company that wins identity doesn't just make money from identity. They sit at the center of everything. Every login, every payment, every transaction. Think about how Google makes money from search. Or how Apple makes money from its ecosystem. Now imagine that. But for your entire identity, that's the opportunity. So who's winning? Right now, big tech is ahead. They already have the users, the infrastructure, the partnerships, but the upside, still wide open. Because if the world fully shifts to decentralized identity, the entire system resets, and new players can take over. So, the real question is, who do you trust with your identity? Big tech, governments, or decentralized systems? Because one thing is clear, this is not a small opportunity. This is a hundreds of billions of dollars shift, happening in real time, and most people don't even see it yet. If you made it this far, you're already ahead of 99% of people, so make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, share this with someone who needs to understand how money really works behind the scenes. And drop a comment below. Who do you think wins this race? Big tech or blockchain? Because the future of identity is already being built. And the companies behind it are positioning themselves to make billions.